So, hello and welcome to my next chess game. Here I want to show you this time again Deep Fritz 14 versus Stockfish 1.0. And let's see what... And I gave them this opening position, which is the Spanish cozio variation, which arises after the moves e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, the Spanish, and now knight to e7. Now maybe castles. See d5, taking there, taking there. Well, first you take there, probably. Then maybe queen takes, knight here, attacking the queen. Okay, the queen has to defend this pawn right there. Then maybe rook here, using the pin. So bishop there, unpinning. But d4 hits. Cannot take because the queen will hang. d4. Knight takes, knight takes. You cannot retake. d4. d5 may be a threat, but okay, if you castle, then you lose a pawn, kind of. No, not that way. Maybe knight takes, and then rook takes, attacking the queen. Queen here, maybe trying to go bishop to h6, but this doesn't work. You can either just capture the bishop there, or play the bishop back, or you can play a5, and if the bishop comes here, you'll always have this move, which would win the bishop. So let's see, d5 is very interesting. E takes d5, queen takes d5, knight c3, queen there, rook there, and then d4. Where can the queen go elsewise? Probably here. Rook here still. Bishop there, d4. Knight takes, bishop takes. Yeah, d4 looks interesting. Knight takes, bishop takes, king takes, and rook takes here. You cannot take there because the knight is pinned, and now it's gonna be lost. So probably d5 is not the greatest of all ideas, because you can just take e takes d5. And if knight takes, then you can go knight here, threatening this knight. Also rook e1 is coming, so this might not be that great. Knight takes, queen takes, now c5, knight here, e4. I don't know about d4. You cannot take with the queen, and you cannot take with the knight, because the knight is pinned, but you can maybe go h6, queen here, and b5 takes, and now you could go queen takes, knight takes, but then taking here with check. So this work. Okay, we have castles. We have a move here. After castles, the move knight g6. Okay. Now let's go d4. Yeah, we'll go d4 here. If knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, c3, bishop here, d5 doesn't really do anything, b5, bishop here, a5, pawn here, pawn there maybe. Now f4 looks interesting, but there is always this line here. If the bishop ever arrives here on this square, then it's bad news. But okay, let's go with the Fritz line. Fritz suggests the move bishop c4 here, followed by bishop e7 and knight c3 castles. Knight c3 castles. And what now? This e5 point is defended very well. Maybe d6 is coming. Maybe d6 is coming. But you can go in with the knight. Knight d5. Trying to attack the bishop. Winning the bishop pair maybe. d6. Knight takes here. Queen takes. No, you could go d5. No, you cannot. Takes. So let's go d3. Trying to go bishop to g4. Attacking the queen. Knight here maybe. Attacking the bishop. Bishop there. You cannot go here because the pawn is pinned. But it looks very solid for black. Black just goes there. Now here. Takes. And the bishop moves to here, maybe preparing d5. So c4. Here, I don't know, looks equal. So let's see if there is something else. Then knight d5, knight d5, d6. You don't have to take it. You can play d5 here. Takes, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, d6, knight here, c5, queen there. But now you have this bishop to here move, attacking the queen one more time. So probably you go back there, but then knight f5 comes. Really no, queen d8. f5 doesn't work. Bishop here maybe. d6, bishop takes, knight takes, b5. Doesn't look that great here. Maybe some rook to the c file. Yeah, black is fine in that position. Let's see both evaluations right around here. Fritz is unequal, and also Stockfish gives a slight advantage to white. Stockfish 1. Let's continue this line for a while. Let's say a5. Bishop here. Or no. First of all, bishop there. Rook there. And now a5. And white seems not so happy in that position. So maybe knight d5 is not the best move in that position. Maybe d4 immediately. Pawn takes, knight takes, queen takes, c5. Queen here. d4 doesn't work, so d6. No, not this one. b6 rather. b5 doesn't work. Can go here, here, and block this. And now the bishop will come on this diagonal. This looks a little bit more like an attacking position. Knight may come here. F4, F5 will come, maybe even F6. So this looks like a good position for white. So let's recap this. Knight takes, okay, here in that position. D4 immediately, pawn takes, knight takes, knight takes, queen takes, C5. What about bishop here? You cannot push because the knight is also on it. Let's say you go there. No, D5 doesn't work. C6. D5 takes, knight takes, so C6 also doesn't work. You can go D6. Here we have this bishop C4. You could go D6 here to allow the bishop to come out. Then B3. A6, A5, A4, bishop here. Then the rook in the corner hangs, so this doesn't work. Taking it also doesn't look good. Moving the bishop yet again also doesn't seem to be right. Let's go with F4. Bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, queen here if you want to go for an endgame, but queen d7, so kind of nice. Queen here, threatening mate, so a5 or a6. Both are looking interesting. F5 is maybe more interesting. F5, rook there, and yeah, black doesn't have any problems here. But we have to move bishop e7. I think, yeah, bishop e7, d4, knight c3, castles, knight d5, castles, knight d5, going after the bishop. Knight here, knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, f4, or no, e6 first. So let's go with d6 to have some breathing room for the bishop. f4, 5 f6 maybe. So f5 doesn't work. Bishop here again, pawn here, takes, queen cannot take because the knight is hanging, so let's go knight here, let's say, but then queen there. Okay, right now the queen is defending the knight, but f6 is coming, so you kind of, and you cannot play f6 yourself. Queen g4 is a good move. Yeah, here it seems lost for black already. So, but we have a move, different move. After knight c3 we have the move d6 instead of castling. Knight d5, castles c3, knight d5, castles c3, followed by d5, and don't allow any knights to d4 ideas. Let's go with a3, try to go b5, b4. If you ever go there, then d5 hits, d4 I mean. You cannot take because the knight hangs. Bishop here might be an idea. Bishop oh, wait, first of all, after knight here you can just take it with your own knight and play d4. So this doesn't work. f5 also doesn't work because this comes with a double check. So let's say bishop e6, d4, bishop takes, bishop takes, and bishop here, maybe h4. Where to go with a knight? Probably this route, also creating room for the bishop, for the king for later. Pawn takes, and rook here, trying to go after that. If the knight ever moves, then this pawn becomes weak, so bishop here first, knight there most probably, but then you can maybe take even there. I don't know about this kind of stuff, allowing so much activity for nothing. Okay, we have knight d5 and castles. So we are right now in this line. Maybe c3 now. 5. Knight here, bishop e6 I would go. d4 takes, bishop takes, a6 takes. Rook here, bishop there. Okay, you don't take on b7. You just move the bishop away, probably to here. Can you sacrifice? Don't think so. The knight still wants to go here to there. Also queen here might be an idea to go on to f7. Here we have the move c3. So let's see what black comes up with here. Yeah, but I like white's position here. c3, a6, or knight h4. Let's go with knight h4. Knight takes, bishop takes, d4, d4, trying to go f4, f5. Knight here, queen there. Well, knight here doesn't do that much, you just take it. Bishop takes, and now you go f4. And it doesn't really matter, you can take there, allow this kind of pushing. Now you can take there and develop the bishop from white. And yeah, but still not that clear how to continue this. Bishop e2 also an option. Bishop c4, e2. Let's see both evaluations right around now. A lot of bishop moves actually. Now we have bishop e2 by deep Fritz. So instead of taking the knight, bishop e2. So knight takes, bishop takes, solidifying this knight here on d5, and the c3 pawn is preventing any knight jumping here or knight jumping there, but you might be able to go there. You can eliminate the bishop at least. Takes, takes, and go d4. So takes, takes, you have this terrible threat of e4. So the bishop has to move. Now e4 nevertheless. Knight here, pawn there. Knight takes, and queen here. Attacking the rook. So rook b1. Trying to go bishop here to add some pressure on this diagonals, but here, here. But then the queen can just take this pawn. So here you might want to defend, but then rook here, and black shouldn't have any problems in that position. Okay, let's see. Bishop e6 is an option. Bishop g5 is an option to eliminate this bishop. Get rid of your weak bishop. Now maybe knight here. Knight takes, queen takes. d5 you don't want to play. You don't want to open up the lines as well. Yeah, but this also looks quite okay for black. So probably in this opening there is nothing to hope for white. This cozio variation. Knight g6 and bishop c4. Followed by d6, knight here, castles, c3, knight h4. This is a good move. Bishop e2, knight takes, bishop takes, and bishop to g5. Followed by d4, bishop takes, rook takes, knight here. Probably taking there. Taking there, taking, no, taking there, and taking there. Now c4, rook here, rook there. Maybe here white got something out of it. But okay, bishop f5, and it should be fine for white. Maybe g6, e5, bishop here, bishop there, trying to go f4, queen there, f5, d6, trying to go there. So let's go here with the king, rook there, bishop there, pinning the pawn. But now you can maybe allow something like this even. Try and push, takes. You can also take with the rook, but pawn takes looks more natural. Let's say you are very greedy, then this one comes. Bishop here, and then this comes. So you have to stay on this rank, but this will come anyway. And now it's lost. It's definitely lost for black. So yeah, it's also nearly checkmate. The bishop can block, and now the other rook comes into play. There's one spite check, and that's it. Bishop here, rook takes, rook here. k3 versus 5 pawns, but a rook should do. So this is an option. So let's see how this evolved. c4, rook there, bishop here, g6, e5. Queen there and all is over. Okay, but let's see, we have this position on the board. Right now let's see both evaluations. Fritz thinks it's equal, also Stockfish thinks it's equal, maybe a slight edge for white, but this position should be equal here. Yeah, this cozio stuff is not that terrible. Actually, bishop takes, bishop g5, d4 takes, knight d7. Also, bishop e6 is an option here. Takes, knight takes, followed by bishop there, f5, f4 will come. So if you take, doing this, could go there. Try and make this a weakness, and if this one, then you can still go there, trying to go f4, but then this comes, maybe trying to put a knight into d3, so rook there, stopping it. Let's see, rook here, f5, g5, knight hops back, or not g5. Kind of have to defend this pawn here with b5, f5, knight here, e5, d5, f6, knight there, and f3. Maybe you get something going on there. Knight going back, but it's not much. It's not much. It looks a little bit aggressive, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot here. Maybe h4, h5 will come, but g6, queen there defends the pawn. Rook here. Okay, you take. Bishop there. You cannot take with the knight because of mate. Cannot take with the rook because then takes, and taking there. So maybe black has some problems there, but we have the other move. Bishop g5, d5 takes, and knight e7, followed by knight here and knight g6. Trying to go to f5. I would go g6 now, g3 to prevent knight f5 or knight h4. Also the bishop is covering this squares right here, this one and that one, f3 and h3. Let's say f5 now. Make it interesting. Bishop takes pawn, rook there, bishop moves, rook takes there, but you can take here, give a check, king here, and maybe takes. Maybe you can go f5, f4 here. But you just take, and now this is an attack on the bishop. But okay, you can go there. But still, yeah, here or there. Which attacks the bishop, and this is not that great for white. So maybe not f5, but f5 here. Bishop takes, knight takes, rook takes. Check maybe not f4 here, maybe just queen there, but then rook there will attack the queen one more time. Maybe queen here, but then c3, bishop there, d5. This pawn is defended twice and it's gonna be pushed, so, and this bishop is locked out, so that's also not that great. Yeah, this cozio variation of the Spanish is quite nice. G3, rook E8, H4 maybe is what Deep Fritz is calculating. A4, H4. Yeah, it's an attacking option. Play H5. Knight has to move somewhere, probably to D8, but let's just, no, not C5. Let's just continue with this takes. Takes, opening up the rook file. So let's say C3, D5, takes, C3, D5. No, it doesn't work. Maybe B3, H3, knight here. Knight is coming to this square, so maybe this one. Also locking up down the bishop. Bishop to A6, attacking the rook. Rook to E1. And now this knight can jump in here to there or to there, so it's not that bad. So that's why we probably that's why we have, after this rook E8, we don't have this H4, we have this rook FE1 instead. And let's again look at both evaluations. Bishop D7. Let's see. Yeah, still equal. Now we have the move H4, trying to go A5, H5, rook AB8, H5, knight here, pawn there. So now the knight is controlled, cannot go there or there, because these squares are covered here. So maybe even something like H6. Followed by a king there if takes, and putting a rook on the H file. The other plan is to push all that pawns, but okay, black can also push C3, C6, maybe. Okay, but we have knight F8 immediately. H4, knight F8. Bishop G2 most probably, to be able to play F5. That is coming in here. Now let's again see both evaluations. Yeah, both engines are zeroing it, kind of. Rook A B8 is what the doctor ordered there. King here, B5, bishop there, bishop takes, king takes, queen here check, king there, knight here, knight there, C5. Yeah, but then you can take here. So don't blunder anything, Monsieur Daniel. You can go queen here. Can go queen there to defend this pawn. But then maybe B5. C4, B3, A3. Knight can jump in here with a fork, so it's not so bad for black, this whole stuff. So maybe not even kicking the knight, maybe knight here, followed by queen there, pawn here to here. And if ever this comes, then you have this check, but I don't know how it fits. together. King takes, check, check. Rook coming to the H file, takes, king here, rook there, takes, knight takes. There's some check right there. Looks interesting, but I don't know if it is working. Ah, well, queen here with a double attack. Okay, so this I have to watch out for. So, okay. Knight here. Takes, queen here, check, rook there, takes. Okay, but we don't have this. This contains a piece sacrifice. I don't know if it's correct, but we don't have all of that. We have rook b1. King here we don't have. This is kind of slow. We have queen d6, queen d3. No a6. Well, trying to go bishop there doesn't really do so much because of c4. But okay. Maybe just keeping it close. Bishop here doesn't do that much. The knight cannot go there. So this should be a good position. Bishop c6 also possible after queen d3, bishop c6. But then this one comes. The bishop has to go back. Or even knight here is possible. Might be possible. Takes, d5, e5, g3, knight check, king there. Knight here, coming into there, so the knight has to move to here to prevent any knight f3. But then maybe d6. No, d6 doesn't work. Bishop c3, d5 now, maybe. Instead of knight f5, d5, bishop has to go back, c4, b5, b3, takes, and now the rook is on an open file. So this is probably his idea. And, well, f4, I don't know about f4, because h5, h6 will also come. Yeah, white's position should be a little bit to be preferred, but not by a lot. Okay, this c4. Queen d3, c2. Is also an option instead of all that. Queen d3, bishop c6, queen c2. What is the implication of this? Queen f6, rook cd1. Don't know, black shouldn't have any problems there. Let's see both evaluations. 0-3, 0-3, we have queen c2 played. I think. No, not yet. Now we have it played. Takes. Doesn't do anything. Knight is coming in there. But then g3. c2, a6. Okay, I would go there. h5 to open things up here on the king side. So let's say b4, knight here, g6, pawn takes, bishop here, pawn takes, bishop takes, bishop there, bishop takes, queen, king here, but this doesn't work. So you cannot sacrifice a piece there. You have to go back. But still the h file, who is faster on the h file? Bishop here. Bishop there. Knight here, most probably. There. No, not continuing. Maybe this. Followed by knight takes with check. You don't want to go on the h file. Queen here. Rook there. Rook there. Rook takes. You have to go rook here and exchange because rook to h6 was threatened, but now you just exchange everything and you should be up a piece after all. Maybe f5. No, this pawn is pinned. So this also doesn't work for white. So king here. Maybe pawn there, kicking the bishop. No, I have a better idea. Knight here attacking the queen. Queen could go there attacking the knight. Then just queen here. Defending. f5 takes. Bishop takes. King takes. Pawn takes. Knight here and f5, and black is the one attacking. So it's not that easy. This cozio defense is really something to bear in mind. We have the move a6 now. Now maybe d5, bishop d7. Maybe c4 now, playing on the queen side. b5, c5, takes, queen takes. Now what? d6 is coming. So maybe this is what white should do. This kind of stuff. And white should stand a little better. Let's see. Zeros and only a little bit. d5, bishop d7, c4, c5. Okay, let's see the Stockfish line for a moment. d5, bishop d7, b6, c4, not b5 because then c5 is coming, so b6. Maybe this, but then it opens up the B file. Maybe put the rook on the B file as well. Looks like some kind of King's Indian, but yeah, it's weird, but it's interesting. Interesting cozio. This cozio stuff. Bishop d7, now c4. Could also play c5 here. That position. Just blocking everything down. Pawn takes, bishop takes, knight here. Takes. Trying to go for a queen exchange. Queen here, knight takes, h5. Knight can only go backwards. Could go there. This is not silly. Going there. g4, preventing any knight g4 ideas. But g6 now. Takes, pawn takes. Opening up the h file. c5, b3, b6. Takes. No. I would go a4. Now expanding on the king side. If this pushes, then takes and c4. No, a5 can be pushed there because this pawn becomes weak. Then maybe rook there. And if takes, rook takes, piling up on this pawn right here. Yeah. Looks a little bit more interesting for white than for black, but there is a lot to play for here. Let's see what Fritz thinks about this position. Yeah, it should be around equal still. So, but also b6 is kind of possible. Instead of c5, also b6 to prevent c4. And then a5 immediately, b4 immediately, c5 takes, c5 is now again threatened. So maybe c5 by black, takes, knight here, bishop takes, not rook takes. Rook takes also looks kind of interesting, going after this d6 pawn. So rook takes, trying to double here or triple even. Then this rook comes in there to help out for the defense. Rook here, rook there, queen there. Now takes. The threat, so you have to defend. But now c5 hits. I don't know if c5 hits. Takes. It's not a pin. But here, after this, that, now c5 you can play. Takes, rook here, queen there, going after a5. Now this is pinned. Yeah, this looks more interesting than for white than for black. Yeah, also Deep Fritz agrees here with this pin on the d pawn. Queen d3, a6, not d5 now. d5, but okay, c4 after queen f6 now. Okay, we have to check this now. The line c5. Okay, we had e4, e5, knight there, bishop there, knight here, d7, castles, knight g6, bishop c4, bishop e7, knight c3, d6, knight d5, castles, something like this, castles, knight d5, castles c3, knight here, knight takes, bishop takes, bishop here, d5, takes, knight here, knight there, queen d3, not g3, stopping any knight f5, knight e3, knight g6, g3, rook fe8, rook fe8, rook fe1, bishop d7, h4, bishop d7, h4, knight f8, bishop g2, rook a b8, queen d3. Now we're coming closer. Queen d3, bishop c6, queen c2, a6, d5, a6, d5, bishop d7, a6, d5, bishop d7, c4, b6, b4, queen f6, b4, queen f6, c5, rook ba8, ba8, rook c b1, and rook a7. Now, okay, this should be the current position, and now we have rook ec1 on the board. Both engines have to be quick now, but now I think Deep Fritz position should be a lot better. Let's see, yeah, Fritz thinks it's nearly winning. The c5, why can't you take this? Take, queen takes, this is terrible. d6 coming, followed by knight here. This is coming, maybe queen there. Trying to exchange queens. Knight here. Knight there doesn't work. Yeah, but you could take and go knight here, going after this d6 pawn, and how do you actually defend it? So this is a very difficult position black is in here. Knight here, so what else to play? c5, queen here, knight goes back to g6, a4. Now Deep Fritz is down on 25 seconds with a4, knight ge7, most probably. Let's see both evaluations after all this. It's close. It's an initiative for white, but not more. Cozio should be the now a5, b5, takes. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. The a5, b5, rook b1, b3, rook b1, b3. Yeah, okay, maybe trying to go over to the... What is this? Okay, not this one. So we have this rook b3, maybe trying to switch to the king side. Okay, this is an annoying bishop because hard to say. I would still go b3 at some point to lock down this bishop and this rook, and then switch over to the king side. So yeah, because this bishop has no future. This knight also bad. Oh wow. Rook here. Now I would go this and lock down the position. Okay, don't have this. We have that move rather. Now queen h6. Takes. No, this is still all defendable. Takes. It looks lost now after this kind of transaction. Takes, but well, you could go queen takes. And takes, and rook there, but then this comes. Bishop here. It's terrible. It's terrible. Queen e. Okay, we have queen d3. What's this? Queen h6, queen d3. Now queen g6, black does nothing. Rook c3, c2. Yeah, but also white has no ideas how to continue this. f5, queen f6, f5. f5 would be very interesting to see on the board. Queen c2, f5. No, but we don't have this. We have that move. Currently we are in this position. And now finally this is the takes. Queen takes d6. And queen c3. Yeah, protecting this b4 pawn. Maybe trying to go there. Exchange queens. Very interesting. How is the position right now? There's a lot changed here. The Stockfish one is very hard to beat, and the cozio is not that bad actually. Let's see, queen takes d6, queen c6, rook a7, b7. Now we'll go queen here, and this h5 is what Fritz thinks. H5, trying to get something going on on the king side. Or f4. f4 is also a game changer right here. f6. Why can't you take with the queen? Yeah, probably these two passed pawns are quite strong. d6 maybe threatening to push even further to attack the rook. So okay, the rook moves. d6 takes, knight here. You could go there with the knight attacking the queen, but then this check attacking the rook. Wait, after this you can go there with a check, so it's not that easy. It's not that easy. This I have to check later. Now it's too fast for me, and now the position should be 1 for white, I think. Yeah, both engines agree that this is now lost for black. Something gone wrong here after f4. Rook here. Now I want to see the evaluation. +184 and +176, or 54 rather. Oh, rook takes, yeah, is possible because there is this bishop takes attacking, checking the king and winning the rook. Now it's dead. Now it's dead. Yeah, rook bf7 has to be played. But now it's dead. Now it's definitely dead. No, now it's dead. The rook is coming to the 7th, or even this. White is up a pawn and should be winning this. Yeah, I don't know if this is winning. It's a rook and came a pawn up, but maybe black can hold this. Okay, now the rook has to go passive. h5 takes a6. Now rook c4. Very interesting endgame technique. I let them play without book or table bases, I have to say. So now it's 2 pawns up. Now it should be toast. It should really be over now. Very interesting game though. Let's see Fritz evaluation. I'm curious what Fritz thinks about this. Plus 5, 8, 9 and plus 4, okay. Rook here, now the rook has to go to a4. Rook there. a6, threatening rook to here check, so the king has to go to the second. And now just push the pawn, yeah? Should be over. Should be over. Okay, now black resigned. Finally. Okay, I have a couple of questions. First of all, how long did they play theory? So let's see, e4, e5, knight here, bishop b5, castles, knight g6. Bishop c4 is a new move. Let's see if it is a good one. Bishop c4. d4 or c3 are from Stockfish 9 preferred. Bishop c4, bishop e6. Bishop c5. How does the line with bishop c5 continue? c3. Bishop b6. And d4 most probably. Followed by takes. You don't really want to do this. d4, d3, d3, you don't have to. You can just castle. Bishop here, queen there. d5, the knight has to move somewhere. Either it goes back, where it has probably no future, or it attacks the bishop. The bishop might go back there, and then f6. It should also be alright here. Bishop takes, pawn takes. Yeah, but this knight g6 is not that bad. Okay, just wanted to watch this. Bishop c4. Let's go with bishop e7. Knight c3, knight here, castle c3. This is the game continuation. But I had a question at the end of the game. Yeah, here, exactly here. I wanted to ask Deep Fritz, what's the line if black actually takes the pawn? Let's see. f6 or queen g6. f6 was played in the game. But what is if you just take the pawn, new variation, then e5, okay, e5, e5 attacking the queen, queen h6, and now e6 takes and taking the rook. Oh, that's the idea. Okay, e6, attacking the knight and the rook. Okay, this is the tactical idea. Going and this is kind of forced because e5 going there, it doesn't matter where the queen goes actually. This will come, and this is forced, yeah. So this break I have to remember, but we have f6, rook there, knight here. This is a nice tactic at the end, and this rook endgame, I don't know if black can hold this, but it's very hard. And here black resigned. Okay, thanks for watching and see you next time. Ciao.